So welcome everyone. I'm Suparn. I'm developer at Class Central. So today we are going to see, you can say, the practical guide to reverse engineering websites for scraping. So before we start, let's see who am I. So I'm currently based in Jaipur, India. I'm pursuing PhD in computer science. Most probably by end of this year, I'll get my PhD degree. I have done masters in artificial intelligence. I was gold medalist in my university, but I'm not doing anything in AI field. I joined Class Central in 2019, and since then I'm working remotely from India. Mostly at Class Central, I write new scraper and maintain existing scrapers that collect course metadata from different providers. So if you have used Class Central, means if you have searched for any course, you might have landed to Class Central. So the Class Central is the only thing that I do nowadays. So if you see this course page, so this is one of the course page of Class Central. So it's a Coursera course. So whatever data you see here, most of the data is scraped data of Coursera. So at Class Central, we list online courses, whether it is from Coursera, Udemy, edX, means from various providers. And for to maintain that metadata, to list those providers, we write scrapers, and that scraper runs on weekly cron or daily cron or something, and we update our listing as well as add new courses. So apart from writing scrapers at Class Central, I also write articles. My most of my articles are data-driven article. Like for example, let's see this particular article. So it's say 250 top Skillshare courses of all time. So if you see this article, there is a means everything is data driven. Like how is means how the growth of courses in Skillshare is there. Then a few stats about this particular listing. Then top 250 Skillshare courses. So in order to write even this kind of article, I needed to collect all the Skillshare courses metadata. Then I sorted them based on enrollment, and then I listed top 250 courses here. So everything what I do is data driven. So by the way, I'm a full stack developer. I use PHP and Symfony, but my majority of my task is related to web scraping only. So let's come here. Okay. So what are the common challenges that even I face? Means even after 6 years of experience in web scraping, even nowadays also I face, and nowadays there are more of this kind of thing because people are deploying anti-bot systems in their websites and so on. So what are the main core challenges that everyone face in web scraping? So the first one is rate limiting and IP blocking. So if you are sending too many requests to a website after a certain amount of time, you'll be rate limited. You'll be unable to access that website, or there will be IP blocking. IP blocking is not that much common, but like other things like the website structure changes a lot. That breaks website. So how to deal with that? Nowadays, people are using Cloudflare and many anti-bot systems, and the websites are JavaScript heavy. So normal GET request, sending GET request doesn't get us the HTML. So in order to solve these problems, means the first question is why these problems are occurring. Means or if you open any web page or website in a browser, it works, but if you're sending get request or request via script, you're not getting HTML. So what are the reasons why this happens? So this is Cloudflare configuration I'm showing you. Let's see how they means how websites try to block scrapers. So there are many things. One of it is like Cloudflare has a custom rule. So most of the websites have this kind of custom rule, like they can block request based on user agent. They can have rule like if user agent contain Python request or user agent is empty, then simply give JavaScript challenge or block it or something. So like if you're sending request via Python requests, or if you're using PHP, you are simply using file get contents. So in that case, user agent is empty or nothing. So if you are doing those things, you means people can easily means block you. And this is the common configuration that almost everyone does if they are using any anti-bot system or something like Cloudflare. So we need to understand that if a website is using this kind of thing, you need to mask your user agent. Like in this particular case, if you have done reverse engineering well, so we will see how to do reverse engineering. But if you have done reverse engineering well, you will understand that okay, if we are sending request via Python request, it is not working. But if we are changing user agent, means it is working. So ultimately, we have to know that what are the configurations that they are using. So other thing could be this one. They might be using rate limiting rule. And what is rate limiting rule? Like they can have a rule something like this, like URL which we are requesting, if URL contains this pattern or this particular string, then if there are more than 10 requests in 10 consecutive seconds, then block it and block them for 1 minute. So this kind of rate limiting rules websites are having. So you need to reverse engineer a website and understand, okay, what kind of rules they have. If they have rate limiting rule, means like 10 requests in 10 seconds, then block for 1 minute. Then if you will make more requests than 10 requests in 10 seconds, you'll get blocked, and you'll be blocked for 1 minute if this rule is there. So but there are many websites I have seen, they will block you for an hour or even a day, which a day is very means blocking for a day is not common. But this I've seen many websites using. And sometimes what I've seen is it is working in, means they have blocked. I'm using my own laptop, real IP, everything. They have blocked me, means they have blocked. But when I'm trying to try to open that website in different browser, it is working. So from there, I see, okay, they are not blocking the IP, they are blocking the user agent. So changing the user agent will solve the problem. But if it is not working in different browsers also, or if it is not working, or simply we are getting this 429 response code, then we can easily understand that okay, this is the scenario, we are rate limited. Then we need to check for what duration we are rate limited. So this is one thing that generally people use. Third thing is okay. Third thing is managed rule. Like this particular scenario. So here it's not a blocking rule, it's a skip rule. And apart from this, other thing will be in means other thing will be checked for managed rule. Say for example, if the request is coming from a known bot or threat score is less than 60%, then skip all the rules, otherwise apply all the rules. And there are managed rules also, like in case of Cloudflare, they're using machine learning to identify user, means identify the request whether it is coming from a real user or a bot. Or means in most of the scenarios, if you means what actual rule they are using in manage section, they don't disclose it. Like if you see, means they have various rules, and one of the rule is this: if means we can set that okay, if the anomaly score is 25 and higher, then either give manage challenge or block or something like this. So till now we have seen some of the rules that websites use. So if we want to bypass these, we need to understand what kind of rules they are using, and we need to build our system, or we need to design our scraper in such a way that we are not violating these rules. If we will violate, then we will get blocked. Okay. So according to me, if you're writing scraper or anything related to scraping, 70% of the task is reverse engineering and 30% of the task is coding. And nowadays what I've seen is, even nowadays, even I don't write a scraper code, I do reverse engineering. I write a good prompt, I give it to a LLM, say ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is able to write very good code. Even I've missed many things, but ChatGPT is able to write very good code, whether it is in Python, PHP, or any language. So this writing scraper code can be done by LLM, and in future it will be easily done by LLM. But this reverse engineering part, which according to me it is 70%, so this currently LLM is not good at doing this. You need to do this. So what is that reverse engineering? Means what is that 70% thing? You need to understand the structure of the website. Firstly, you need to know whether what is your purpose. Means you want this data for one time, or you want fresh data every certain interval. So say for example, if you want data for one time, say I want to write an article, and in order to write an article, I want data. So in that case, I generally don't write code. What I do, I use various tools, like I'll show you how I use Postman and other thing to get one-time data, or there are many Chrome extensions to get data very quickly that will run in your browser, and you'll get that data. And you may combine that with basic script, but you need not to do much more reverse engineering or something. You can get data one time. So if you want things, means if you want to write a scraper, means you want it to run uh, at certain interval, then only go for writing full-fledged scraper. Otherwise you use semi-automated way to get the data. So if you have decided that okay, your requirement is uh, to get to get data for longer time, means multiple interval, then you need to follow the system. So what is that? First is understanding the site structure. So understanding the site structure, what it means, okay, how it is working, which programming language it is using. Say for example, a website is using is built in WordPress, and you want to get all the article data, then you need not to do these things. What you can do is, WordPress API is there. You simply check it. If you are able to get data from here, it's okay. You will get every single data from there related to that particular article. Means all the articles of that website. If they are, if it is using WordPress, and given that API is not blocked, so, but okay, if that is not the case, you need to know what which programming language it is using, what is the structure of the website. You simply go to say Chrome DevTool to see which API calls it is making. Maybe you can get the API where from where you can get all the data. What kind of anti-bot patterns or mechanism that website is using? Is it using Cloudflare? Okay, is it using this particular thing? Is there is means are there any honeypot in the forms and other thing? So you need to see everything. Then do it require JavaScript rendering? Means if JavaScript is not enabled, you are not getting the HTML page. So does it require that? So once you have all those things, then you can plan your extraction strategy. And writing code, if you have done this reverse engineering well, then writing actual code is very easy. You can simply use normal basic, you can get it using basic HTTP request and normal parsing library. There are many libraries for parsing. You can use it, and then you can get your data. Like for example, if you want title of the page, so in understanding your planning extraction strategy phase, you need to see, okay, you are getting that data from title tag or something inside the HTML. So you need to, because whatever data you are seeing, that data might be, okay, electricity has gone, it will come within 30 seconds. Let's continue. So okay, before even doing reverse engineering, what you need to do, like they means in many of the scenarios, even means you thought that okay, you want to scrape this website, you want this data, but and you did all the task, but at the end what you found is there already exists free public API or something from where you can easily get data, or the website is itself offering that free data. Like this happened with me for YouTube, because that's why I always give example of YouTube. I wanted to scrape YouTube, means certain playlists and videos and those things. So I wrote a scraper and did everything. And later on, I found that okay, YouTube, I can get they means I there is a free public API, means I can use that and I can get the data, means that I'll show you also. So even before reverse engineering, check this thing. Okay, let's try something. It is not going to be a coding session, but I'll show you few things. Coding next time we can do. But yeah, before starting to do showing few things, let me tell you one thing. This is the disclaimer that I tell everyone. So I'm telling you all also. I'm not a legal consultant or something. So if you are doing any scraping, always refer terms of service page, check the robots.txt page, check the copyright laws of the country and local as well as international copyright laws. Then always try to identify your bot, which I don't do, but this is the disclaimer that I must keep. And this is the important thing. Always respect the website resources. Means don't send too many requests to any website, because if you'll send too many requests, you will get blocked at some point of time. Like many people scrape Class Central also, and I keep checking, and if I see any IP or something, or there is any pattern in scraping, I simply add a rule and then I block the scrapers. But I know that we cannot 100% prevent being scraped. So, but yeah, if you are making means not making too many requests, you are good to go. And don't scrape public data or copyright content or anything that is behind login. Generally we say that anything behind login is not to be scraped thing, but in many scenario you are means even I don't follow robots.txt and other thing, but this is the general guideline that you should do. And if you have any doubt, you can check for official API or something. So, okay. And if you want to try something, there are many websites like scrapingcodes.com or toscrape.com. There are many websites you can for practicing web scraping. You can scrape these websites. And okay, now let's see. Okay, I told you this scrapingcodes.com, right? So here there are many scenarios like anti-bot challenge. This particular page has anti-bot challenge. So if you want to try or learn scraping or want to practice scraping, you just try to scrape this particular page and see if you are able to get the content or not. I'm a real user, but still Cloudflare is unable to identify me as a real human. Okay, no problem. It will take time, but it will verify. Similarly, if you want to learn web scraping and test a login and Cloudflare thing, then you can do it here. It will say it verified because I am an actual user. But if you are able to get verified even when you are scraping, then you are good. Similarly, there are many things. So if you want like pagination, you want to try, then you can scrape this. So this is meant for demo purpose only. So there are many websites which are meant for demo purpose. Like I said to scrape.com and these things. So you can try these. Okay, few things like say this is Class Central, this page. Let me log out. Okay, so let's go to computer science page. Okay, I've seen many people scraping Class Central, and so I'm showing you one thing. Like here, it is showing that there are 55,108 courses, but in reality, if you keep on clicking load more, and you are scraping from here, well, don't scrape Class Central. I'm just telling you one thing that here you are able to see 20,000 courses only. Why you are able to see 20,000 courses? Because this particular website, this whatever results you are seeing, it's via Elasticsearch. And similarly for other website, whatever you will see, their result will be governed by some such thing. So like here in this particular case, the limit is 20,000. So in search, you won't be able to get anything above 20,000. And in many other websites, I've seen that the search result, the limit is 1,000 or 2,000 or maximum 10,000 or 20,000, not beyond that. Means mostly I see this one. So in this kind of scenario, how you need to approach thing, you can, you know that the limit is 20,000, so you can combine with filters, multiple filters like Arabic or whatever, or English with something, English with this particular thing, with this particular thing. Then most probably you will have this limit will be under 20,000. So you will get all the data, but still don't scrape Class Central. We get too many bots at Class Central. And okay, see here. Like for my article, I wanted to get all the future and free courses. So what we can do is we can reverse engineer and get all the means try to scrape it. But since it is a one-time task, and instead of doing everything, what we can do? So what I have pre-selected this free digital upgrade thing. So whatever courses you are seeing here are free courses, means free courses with free certificate from FutureLearn. And if I want data, say for example, to include in my article, so basically I need name, link, that's it. But okay, means other thing also if you want. So there are tools like I use this a lot, like instant data scrape. If you click it, you can select various tables. So here this table is there. So you are able to get this data. Actually, there are many data, but I have removed like this I don't need. So I have removed it. I don't need this column. I've removed it. Similarly, I don't need rating. I've removed it. Here also I've removed it. This also I don't need. So basically I need URL of the course, say image also I want title also, and that's it. So simply I can say delay of minimum 2 second to 10 second, and I can simply do start crawling. So what it will do is in browser itself. Okay, so why this field? Let me show you here. So let's go to page number 1, scrape this, and we need to locate the next button. So okay, next button is there. So start scraping. Wow, this is not working today. No, it is working. Okay, see page 2 pages is scraped, 32 rows is scraped. So it will automatically, it is the minimum delay is 1 second and maximum delay is 20 seconds. So it might be waiting for 10 seconds or something. So that's why we are seeing delay in getting data. So it has scraped 3 pages and now 4 pages and 64 rows it has done. So now for now I'm stopping this. So I've stopped it. I can simply download CSV file, and I can open CSV file and see the data. And in most of the cases, this little thing works for me. Like here, I'm able to get all the, say this, leave this thing. This is actually URL and this thing. So all the URLs I'm getting, all the kind of image I'm getting, all the title I'm getting. So whatever thing I need, I'm able to get it from here, and I can do basic cleaning via script or something. I have pre-written script, which I simply, where I'll simply put the CSV and it will give the data what I require. So pre-written script, mini script I have, so I don't need to do the same task multiple times. So in this kind of scenario, you can simply use this particular thing, Chrome extensions like this one, or there are link grabber also. So it will give you all the links. So if I want, say, in many scenario, there are 5 different pages that contains all the link. So instead of writing code for that, I simply use link grabber manually for those 4 or 5 pages, put it in any file and save it. So that's it. So if it is one kind of one-time task, it can be done in this way. let's say, for example, a similar kind of scenario, but here we want to get this data for long run. Means we want to fully scrape this website or something like this. This is Swayam, means India's MOOC platform. So you want. So we need all the URLs. The first thing in scraping is we need to get all the URLs from where we can get the means we need all the URLs from where we will get the data. So one option is get it from the search. One option is try to see whether they have robots.txt. Let's see, they have, okay, they have robots.txt, but here they don't have link to sitemap. So let's try sitemap.xml. Oh, they don't have sitemap. So many cases they don't have sitemap at this particular main domain, or they might have different name for sitemap. So here I'm not getting sitemap. Simple example, I'm not getting sitemap for this particular website. Or they might have sitemap file, but it in first instance I'm not able to get it. So what I can do, I want all courses. So I'll go here and I'm seeing here that it's loading something. And if I go down, there is a load more button. Means if I'll click something, something will happen that will get data here. So why not see this in network tab? What request it is sending, how we can get that data. So when I'm clicking this load more, it is sending something, something it is sending. So let's copy it, copy as a curl we can do. Means we can see result here and everything. But means what we have done it copy as curl. And you can use Postman to simply import, or simply you can paste it here and send the request. So we are able to get some JSON kind of thing. Okay, so simply, oh, I think this is the extra thing which is coming. Okay, no problem. Let's copy this and use, I use two editor. One is VS Code and one is Postman. So I pasted it here. And I think this is the corrupt JSON. This is not a valid JSON. So I have removed first part. Then in this one, VS Code, I have various extensions like this beautify JSON I used to beautify this, to show this JSON file in a structured format. So okay. So what I did, I copied it from here as a curl, and then I pasted it here, and the response I copied and pasted it in VS Code. And now when I beautified the JSON, I'm able to see some entries, and what those entries contain good amount of data like ID, title, URL, enrollment, start date and date, many data is there. But I only want URL, or say title also. Let's do title also and URL. So I can collect all the data from here. But can we modify this request to get all the data? Means every time I cannot do right click here, copy it, because how many pages are there, we don't know. So those things we don't know. So what we can do is we can, and this looks unstructured, means we are unable to understand. So it's encoded. So we can simply do URL decode. Okay, let's paste it. Let's zoom in and decode. So, okay. So we are seeing this thing. So actually the URL is this particular thing. So here it is saying first 100, and after this particular thing. So what will happen if we will remove this thing after thing, and instead of 100 we will make it say 1000. So we need to experiment. And okay, now let's see what we have got, how many data is there. So okay, see, we have 100 data, means 100 URL is there. So with this many blank space and those things. So 100 data is there, means 100 courses data is there. So now what we can do is we can try to run send query here, and then with we can see whether we are able to get 1,000 rows or not. So let's try this. So simply I'm pasting it here. Magically it will understand everything, and most probably we should get data. Okay, we got some data. So let's see what we are getting. So new tab, paste, and I'm removing this corrupt JSON here. Removed it, and then beautify JSON. It took time. Oh, now the same URL pattern is there, regex is there, but 1,000 results are there. And here previous one was having 100 result. So we are able to get 1,000 result at a time. But don't do this. The reason is generally this website is not detecting, but ideally most of the website will have a limit or something, and they will detect that okay, this is not a actual request, because here we are showing say 20 result. So how come anyone is requesting 1,000 at a time? So what you can do is, so we can you can investigate and get this kind of thing, request, and you can then get data from here, or you can simply modify. Instead of this, you can modify, means based on your requirement, you can do whatever you want. Means I think this is a basic thing I'm telling you. Now with this you can do many things, like page wise you can get the data. Means after here, means here you will be putting that id, so after that id you'll be getting, so you get the context. What I mean to say, that this is, so this is one of the thing of reverse. Why we are, like, electricity is going today. Again it will come in few minutes. Okay, now let me show you. Okay, so this is the place from where you can get your API key for YouTube, and they give you 10,000 code, which is free every day. I think this is per day 10,000. And if you see, okay, I'm using 85% of the code for this particular account. So instead of scraping YouTube, you can simply get data from official API. So let's go here. Okay, now see example of Skillshare. So you want to know what things it is using. So few things let's try. Let's try right searching for. Okay, let's try searching for Python. Mhm. Okay, we got the result for Python. Now let's try to run a script. Simply alert. Hello. A script. If you'll search, you'll see you have been blocked. And this is saying that, okay, it is using Cloudflare, and this is the re-ID. If you provide them, they will say, okay, this is the reason why you have got blocked. So now you know it is using Cloudflare, and this is one of the rule of Cloudflare, that they are checking, sanitizing this particular thing. If you are trying to run a script or something via their search, they will block you. So this is one of the rule. So you can try these things, and I know what kind of thing internally it is using. Let's say example of this particular page. It's a Gary Kasparov's teaches chess course page at Class Central. If you go here, you have this particular thing, masterclass actual course page. So let's try to make get request to this Class Central course page via Postman. So one request, we got the data. Another request, again we got 200. Third request, 200. Fourth request, 200. Fifth request, 200. Sixth, 200. Okay. After seventh, eighth request, I got this particular thing, 429, too many requests. And if I see here, it will say that enable JavaScript and cookie to continue. So can you understand why we got this? Because we were sending more requests. So here Class Central is using some kind of but don't scrape Class Central. I'm giving more example of Class Central because it's not good to give example of other websites. So, so okay, so it is ending. So it is using some kind of rate limiting. But if you see here, if you see, copy this one and make get request to masterclass. Oh, when I tested from the first request, it blocked me. And there are many instances when I try that sometimes block you from first instance, and sometimes they don't block you for many things. So this the reason is many a time they means people keep on changing the rules and other thing. So there are many things like nowadays website is tracking mouse movement. Like the normal behavior is if you are here, your mouse will move in this particular manner. There is a algorithm or mathematical equations are there. So they are checking that, and if in case of bots, mouse movement will be from here to here, direct from there to here. So by this they will detect. So you need to understand how website is, what kind of systems website is doing, and then you need to use libraries and other thing to bypass that thing. But recently, what I means after this talk invitation, I checked Zite, and they had this Zite API playbook, and I checked it. It was really nice, very straightforward. For when I tested, it is very straightforward. Like you can put the URL if you want structured data. Like in case of Amazon, you can directly get structured data. Maybe most probably Zite might be internally checking, getting data from the JSON which is present in the Amazon product pages. So but it is very simple. Means you need not to worry about changing your user agent, changing IP, nothing. You can simply directly use this kind of. Means there are many scraper API thing, but you may try this Zite thing. I tried. It's really nice.